Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. It's Arya here. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the time that I was scammed. So this happened about 2 months ago now, I want to say. I was trying to buy masks and I looked on Amazon because usually that's where I go because things are, more affordable there. And then I looked on Groupon too, and then I didn't really want to get any masks that came from China, that were made in China. I wanted them to be made here in the US just for, you've read about all of these scams, and then different places are just washing the masks. They're washing used masks and then ironing them and selling them as new when they're really not. So I wanted to avoid something like that, but I actually didn't. So anyways, I went on Groupon and I bought 50 pieces of surgical masks, non-medical, and they were selling these masks for $47.99. And I thought, oh well, you know what, they're a little bit more expensive because they're made in the US. And then I was like, okay, you know what, I'm fine with that. I'd rather pay a little bit more for something that's made here that I will be getting pretty soon. I'm putting my trust, and I've never had a bad experience with Groupon before, so this was the first time that I did. So anyways, I placed the order, I paid, the $47.99, and then I waited. It said I was going to be getting my order between 5 to 7 business days, I believe, and I waited and I waited, and I really didn't get anything until the 11th business day. So it was delayed, and I know a lot of things are delayed right now, so I mean there's not really anything you can do, but I did want them quite soon because at that point I didn't have any reusable masks, and I only had 2 surgical masks that I had been using and just washing for 2 months, because in February, March, all the masks were super expensive and sold out, and then all the masks that came from China were going to take a month or more to get here. So I was in this predicament where I really needed the mask. But anyways, that's the lesser point. The shipping and delivery was late, but that's less of the point. I did tell them to cancel my order. Sorry you guys, but at that point they said it was too late, that they couldn't cancel my order, and that is kind of fishy to me too. So then basically when I did get the masks, the writing was in Chinese characters, so the labels of the masks were in Chinese characters, and these are masks that supposedly were made in the US, but they were not made in the US because they had Chinese characters labels on the masks. So, it's really, for me, I paid double the price for masks, because masks that come from China, they range from $20 to $30, for 50 pieces, and I paid double the price for the masks. And so I was really pissed and upset, and I felt like I had been really scammed because the product wasn't as advertised. So I contacted them, and long story short, they wanted me to send proof, so I sent them photos, and then they said they weren't able to refund me, but that they could give me a credit. I didn't want this credit because I wasn't planning on shopping on Groupon again because of this negative experience. I was just going to be done with it, but they gave me the credit after fighting with them back and forth. I really did want my money back, but they refused, so I had no other option. So I took the credit, and that's where things ended. But I just feel like I was deceived because on the profile it said that these masks were made in the US, and they weren't made in the US. And you really have to be careful nowadays because you don't know what product you're going to get. So yeah. So anyways, I'm going to try to, if I still have pictures of the mask, I'll try to include them in this video. That way you guys can see But what I'm saying is just be careful out there when you're doing online shopping. And then the other experience that I had was with Amazon. I ordered masks from China, and they took a little bit more than a month to get here. But at that point, I didn't want the masks anymore from China. So I tried to have them cancel the order, and I thought they would, but the seller just said that they fixed, you know, something. I don't even understand it, but basically the seller also didn't email me back until I filed like A to Z guarantee claim, and I haven't been refunded. I haven't been like you know, I haven't been told that I can return the masks. I got the masks here and I wanted to return them. I haven't opened them, but they just never really acknowledged my return request. They just said, oh, we fixed something, so I have to go back and deal with that too. It's just right now prices are high everywhere, and then you have to be really nitpicky about where you're getting your things. So yeah, so those are my experiences being scammed during this pandemic, and I hope it hasn't happened to you guys. But if it has, feel free to leave me your experiences down below. I probably was naive thinking that, you know, I was gonna, well, I don't know. I just feel like if they advertised that it was made in the US, then it should have been made in the US, you know? I mean, yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys later, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye, guys.